Hello, this is Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen, where I bring my love of crochet to inspire you to learn to crochet or to advance your skills. So, hello to all that will be joining me or watching the replay. I just want to say thank you for joining me. And when you come in, give me a thumbs up and let me know where you're coming from, where you are, your name, what you're working on. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. So I hope everybody is having a good Friday. It's Friday. So I'm very happy it's Friday because I'm absolutely exhausted from this work week. So I look forward to my little short 2 days that I'm officially off, but I will still be working because the work never ends. I am working on a little beanie. It's, I can't tell you, but I know it's yellow, but it looks blah looking at my screen, but it's a pretty yellow color, and it's another baby beanie. So I've been working on baby beanies, and I'm going the wrong way. I have a sleeve on my cardigan, one down, one to go. So I am looking forward to finishing my cardigan. I did do my curly cues on my other hat. So I added 4. I'm going to add 2 more so I can fill in those empty spaces. So 1 here and 1 in the back, and I'll have 6 curly cues on this hat. Looks like I just froze. Okay, I think I'm back now. Hello, CJ Spicy. How are you today from Michigan? Woo! How cold is it there? You're working on fingerless gloves. All right now. I thank you for joining me. I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. Of beanies done so I can put into my Etsy shop. And then I have to get some blue hats done for Hat Not Hate and put another sleeve on my cardigan and some buttons, and my cardigan will be finished. So always working on something. Hello, Priscilla of Distinctive Crochet. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Are you working on anything? Oh, it's warm. It's going up to 40 degrees. I think it was in the 60s here, and I'm in South Florida, so that was chilly for us. It's gone up some, but I think it's just in the 70s. My phone still has it at, let me see, at 7:43 this morning, it was 61 degrees. So let's update that and see what it is now. We don't like that chilly weather in South Florida. Priscilla, where are you? For some reason, I think you're in somewhere near Chicago, or are you in Chicago? You're not working on anything at the moment. You have much to get done. I hear you. Yeah, we're always got much to get done. I'm just working on some baby beanies. I've been working on them, and I've at least put a sleeve on my cardigan. Oh, you're in Michigan too? I don't know why I thought you were. Okay, so I have 2 Michigan ladies in here. Yeah, I've been to Detroit once with my ex-husband, and that was a bazillion years ago. That's just, it wasn't all built up like it. I think it's probably a lot more built up now. It was a little rundown when I went there. It didn't go anywhere either. Well, we went there because unfortunately his father had a heart attack and he was in the hospital, so that was the reason that we went. But when we got back to Germany, his father passed away. So, but that was the only time I've ever been to Michigan. Let me see. Anything else? Okay, everybody's chatting along. I'm a news buff if you all don't know. So I was watching the news last night and they did a story. I always go for the crazy stories because there are plenty of them out there. But there was an ex chief of police in Laurel, Maryland. I used to live in Laurel, Maryland, going around burning people's houses. And they caught him on video. And apparently he's been doing this for years. And he set fire to the new chief of police house. And the man was in there with his family. They were sleeping. And this man set fire to their house. Lucky that they got out and nobody was hurt. I thought that was, and they said that 3 of the houses that he has burnt, I want to say they said it was over like a 10-year period. Hi, Denisha. Thanks for joining me. I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. I think they said he's been doing it like over a 10-year period, but 3 of the homes that he burnt were his son-in-law. Let me see. His stepson's homes, because they said every time the stepson would move from one house to the other, he would burn that house as well. That's a man that has some real issues. That is a scary thing to somebody that's going to be burning down your house and your family's in there. That's very cool. Hey, Dana of Creatively Created Crochet Triple C. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. I was just talking about one of my crazy news stories about the ex-chief of police in Laurel, Maryland, burning the new chief of police's house. People do some crazy stuff. And I was glad that I don't think anybody was ever killed in any of the fires that he set, but that, that with I can't even get it out, with Ring cameras and security cameras now, it's pretty hard to get away with a whole lot of criminal activities. Because even if you don't have one, some neighbors usually have. I have a Ring camera, but mine doesn't sit out in the front of the house because where my doorbell is inside like a foyer area. So I get to see all of the stuff that happens at my neighbor's house that's diagonally across from me. And if anybody goes over to the park, I can see that. I usually buy poinsettias every year. I won't say usually, I always buy poinsettias every year for Christmas and I sit them out. So someone obviously knew I had the Ring camera. So they went around, they came from this direction of the house. And I have the poinsettias because I usually buy either 4 or 6 of them. So they're, evenly spaced on the side. They took one of them, but you could see the person run off with it, but I couldn't see who it was. I said, really? You stole a $3 poinsettia? Crazy, just ridiculous. But people do what they want to do. Anything they desire, and if they got a criminal mindset, they're going to do it. So I think that's the only crazy thing that's happened since I've had my Ring camera. But I was so ticked off that somebody had the nerve to take my doggone poinsettia. But anyway, Life goes on. Life goes on. I was watching the She Show on Facebook. I don't know if anybody follows Lion Brand on Facebook, but the She Show, the lady, she's been doing the Hat Not Hate campaign since 2018. So sure, last year must have been the first year that I did it. So this year I'm doing it again. And my goal is to do 21 hats for 2021. So anything after 21 hats is a bargain. And the hats have to be, I think they have to be sent in by August 1st. I don't know if they have to be there by August 1st or sent in by August 1st, but I get the emails. I just haven't had time to read all of the information. For some reason, I thought last year was August 15th, but I could be wrong. It probably it may have been delayed because of the pandemic, but I'm not sure. Because August 15th seems to stick in my head, though. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I haven't made too many rows. Okay, this is my third row. Yep. Yeah, it is just crazy what people do. Are you working on anything, Dana? I know you've been working on trying to get your patterns done. I heard you say someone had told you about one of your patterns, so you had to rewrite it again. The good thing, you got it on your laptop, or whatever computer that you use. As way back in the old days, if you made a mistake, you either had to use whiteout or now you can just hit that delete button and insert it just like new. The advent of the computer has made our lives somewhat good, somewhat bad. Because anything you put on the internet will last you a lifetime. So it's always good. Make sure you put your best face forward. You don't want something haunting you in the long run. Okay, awesome. Let me see. Use the Addy for what? Oh, are you talking about for the hats? Hmm. I might, but I've been crocheting them. So I tried it. So I have the beanies are quick to do. I tried to crochet some last year. Last year I did 10, and I don't even know if I used my Addy for any of them. I can't even remember. I just remember crocheting the blue hats, but I can't remember if I did, if I used the Addy or my Central for those hats. Hmm. See, I hadn't even thought about the Addy machine. It sits up there and collects dust most of the time. Oh, you're doing the cat couch? Oh, makes me sad. I I don't know. I was on. Oh, when I saw the cat couch pattern, the cat looked like my cat. I had put my cat down about 2 years ago. I think it's has it been 2 years? Feels like it's been 2 years. It was right before Christmas. She got. I was noticing she was running. She wasn't eating her food, and she would. I think she was trying to eat the food, and then you see the food all around her bowl. And I said, well, she's still eliminating the waste, and I'm not sure what's going on with her. And one day, when I let her in from the garage, her fur was, because she's a black and white cat, and her fur was dirty. And I was like, this cat's never dirty. So I told my daughter to take her to the vet And my daughter called me and told me that she had a tumor in her mouth, and the vet said that cats don't do well with surgery because they are self-groomers, and it would be best to put her down. That way she wouldn't suffer anymore. So that was the saddest thing. So when I saw that cat couch, and that cat looked just like my cat, yeah, I responded on the thing and said that, you know, that cat looks like my cat, my Sassy. She was my Sassy. And I still get messages, and that was so long ago when I commented, but I still, every now and I'll get a message pop up, rest in peace, Sassy, rest in peace, Sassy. Uh, but we had her for 12 years. And I kept saying, oh, this cat's going to outlive me. It's going to outlive me. Because I didn't realize cats live for 20 plus years if they're healthy and stuff. So she was around for 12 years. But I was so sad to hear when my daughter called me. So we had to go over there and sit with her for a little while until we could say, okay, all right. So I have her ashes in the house, and her paw. They did a ceramic paw for us. But that was sad. But I missed my Sassy. She just laid around and looked at me while I sat and worked, and she'd curl up on the end of the couch and go to sleep. I made a donut, crocheted a donut. Um, I don't know. I don't know what it's anyway. It was a donut. It was stuffed, and she just dragged the thing off the couch, and she would lay on that. I tell you, cats are definitely have their own mind. They're going to do their own thing. You're not going to be able to tell them nothing. And she was that. She was going to do it her way, nothing else. Thank you, Priscilla. I have good memories of her. Oh, but when I saw that cat couch, I was like, me. I had seen the cat couch a long time ago when she was still alive, but I was like, that is just way, way, way too much. But then somebody else posted again the instructions, and their cat looked just like my Sassy. That's all right. I can at least sit. I had my Sassy for a little while. Cats are fun, and it's good now that especially now that I'm trying to sell my crochet stuff. You don't want animal stuff on things because you never know. You know, somebody may order something they'd be allergic to. Cats. I have a friend. She's allergic to cats, and she would come over and she'd be doing really good, and then after a while she starts sneezing and sneezing. I used to always keep Claritin around just for her, so if she did have any kind of reaction. But I never had any problems with her. Didn't bother me. She scratched when we first got her. She ripped up the bottom of the couch with those claws of hers. I was like, oh my goodness. And when I got new furniture, I was so scared she's gonna rip that up too, but she didn't. And I did make her a bed though, a cat bed. I didn't make her a couch, but I did make her a bed. And she'd plop in. She's a fat cat. She weighed about 12, 14 pounds. She's fat, black and white. And it was so funny. One day, my daughter and I were leaving out of the house, and there's feral cats all around us. And there was a black and white one. So we went out, we were going outside, and the cat was right there at the doorway. I was like, get in the house, Sassy. And my daughter says, Mommy, that's not sassy. It's like, oh my goodness. I'm so glad the cat didn't go in there. She probably would have killed my cat. And it's so weird that the cat didn't run because you would think, the door opening, the cat would just run away since she didn't know me and I didn't know her. And she was right there at the doorway, didn't even run. So I'm glad my daughter was there because there's no telling what I would have came back home to. Every now and again, I would let her go outside. Like if I'm outside in the backyard doing something, I would open up the door and let her go outside so she can go out and play around in the grass and stuff. And my daughter was out there one day. I wasn't out there, and Sassy was out there, and there was a big, mean-looking cat that came and was fighting with Sassy. And I was yelling at Nia. I said, "You got to get Sassy in the house. Get her in the house now. Get in the house." So we finally got her in the house. Thank God she didn't get injured by that cat. It was a big, mean cat. And every now and again, I see that same big, mean cat. I was like, "You're still alive and my Sassy's dead." So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Oh, you're allergic to cats? Yeah. So a lot of people, cats, dogs, it's that dandruff that and I know like if when we take her to the vet and she get irritated and her fur would just sit up and you could see all the dandruff just and they say, "Oh, that's because she's scared." I was like, "Man." But I did learn that cats are nocturnal, which I did not know. And in the first few weeks when we had it, I would be so tired because she'd meow. Because I have her in the house, she'd meow, 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 meow. And then one day, I opened up the garage door and she went out and she was out for hours. And I was like, wow. So I told my supervisor about it the next day. And she's like, "Oh, just go ahead and get her another litter box and put some water out there for her, and then she can stay in the garage and you can get some sleep." So that's what we did, and it worked. So when I get up in the morning, I'd open up the door and she'd come on in. Sometimes I open up the door and she'd just look up and say, "No, I'm not coming in." Because cats are fickle. That is for sure. But they're an easy animal because they get on, they go into the litter box and they cover it up and they groom themselves. You don't have to walk them. So that was the advantage. But boy, did she rip up my doggone couch when we first got her. Did not expect that. And she was such a little scrawny thing when we first got her, but she plumped up, that's for sure. Yes, my fat little Sassy. My mom lost her cat. Was depressed for 6 months. I got her a new cat. It took a while to warm up. After that matter, cat. Oh, okay. Gonna make one for. See, that was the thing with me. After I went through that with Sassy, I was like, I couldn't go through that again because everyone's like, "Oh, just go ahead and get another one." I was like, "No, I can't replace her. Who knows what the next cat's gonna be like?" So let that go and say I had my Sassy. And that is where I'm going to leave it. But I hope you all do some hats for hat not hate. Their goal is 100,000, and she said they're going to do a count in May. I think she said yesterday or the day before. She said they're going to do a count in May, April or May. So it'll be interesting to see because I haven't donated any of mine yet because I want to get them all done and send them in all at once. So I guess I better get on it. I guess I better pull that my Addies and Centros out They so much work though. Ooh, that cranking, your arm gets a real workout from that. But you'll have a hat in a half an hour. I wish I knew how to do graphing on the Addies. I barely can get the simple hat done and finished. So trying to do a design on it. I think OVW, that was one of the things she was going to work on. And I don't think I've seen any tutorials where you can use those machines and have designs. I could be wrong. I'm not going to say that. Oh, the first cat was a boy. Now she has a girl. Yeah. When we got her, because we got her from the Humane Society, and we had her spayed, neutered, whichever one it is for the females. And she got a tattoo. I don't know if she actually got a chip put in. I don't think so. I think she just got the tattoo on her. I can't remember. I know she had that on her. And she fared pretty well with having that surgery. So picked her up, and then she got attached to me because I got her for my daughter. I didn't get her for me, but when we got her, my daughter went to camp, summer camp for a week, so I was the only one around her. So I was the one that she connected to. So she was wherever I was sitting, she wanted to sit wherever I was sitting. So she was attached to me and my sassy. But I said I do not want to be the cat lady. I have a friend, I don't know how many cats she has now, but she used to have, I think, three or four of them. All right, here's my little yellow hat. Go back. I swear it just looks like a blob to me. I couldn't even tell you that that was crocheted because I can't even see it from here. Anyway, all right, it is time for me to have my lunch. So tomorrow will be my 1 year anniversary on YouTube, and I'll be doing my drawing for the winner on my live. So I hope you all have put your name in the hat to be drawn. I'm going to do it tomorrow night. I thank you all again for joining me. And if you're not busy tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, I'll be on doing my live. So you all have a good day. And let me see, I recently got a sewing tool. I have to check out Dana's tutorial on how to set it up. They don't give too many. No, I watched a lot of YouTube videos to figure out how to cast on, and because and all of them do it differently. But I found one. His name is Scott Faust. He was the guy that I saw when I saw him cast on. I was like, okay, I get it, I get it. But now I watch JoJo Juju all the time. Thank you, Priscilla. It's been a year. I didn't even know if I was going to make it this whole year, but I'm there now. But yeah, Scott Faust was the one that I saw do the centro, and he had a little one, but he did it, and he just whipped out his little hat. I was like, oh, okay. And then I started watching JoJo Juju, who does a lot, and she teaches you all kinds of ways, like the drop stitches. I hate the drop stitches because every time one drops, I just cast off and just pull the yarn apart and start all over again because I have yet to master how to fix the drop stitches. And I think the reason why I haven't mastered it is because I don't knit, so I really don't understand it. So that's what I think the reason why I can't figure out how to do it. And I've watched her videos, but when I actually see the drop stitch, and I was like, okay, now what did she do? Why can't I figure this out? So I just leave it alone. I just make sure the centro I have the right yarn because it's real finicky about its yarn. And I like the Central is actually bigger than the Addy because the Central is 48 needles and the Addy is 46, if I'm not mistaken. So, but good luck with it. Enjoy it. Maybe I'm glad somebody did say something to me. But I'm gonna work on my heart hat first, and then maybe I'll start using the Central for some of the other hats for the hat not hate or the Addy. All right, ladies. In knitting, they call it climbing the ladder. Oh, is that what? Oh, is that one for the drop stitches? That's what it's called, climbing the ladder. Because that's what it kind of looks like when she's doing it. Because she's pulling it up from one to the other. But I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But I'll get it. One day I'll get it. I guess if I work with it more and start seeing more drop stitches, then I'll get it. But I think I need to see the drop stitch, then go back to her video and see how she fixed it. But anyway. All right, ladies, thank you again for joining me. And again, if you are not busy tomorrow, I will be on at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Jeanette. Bye, Jeanette. You all have a great day. Stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye.